start crying out to the Lord. And look what God says. Why are you crying out? And then in verse 16, God says, Moses, as for you, you lead these people across this sea. In verse 17, he says, and as for me, that's what God says. Moses, as for you, you're going to lead these people across. As for me, look what he said. Actually, let me just read that to you. As for me, it's not what you think God would say. I'm going to make the situation worse. I'm going to harden Pharaoh's heart, and the Egyptians, they're going to come after you, and I'm going to harden their hearts and put you in this difficult situation so that I will be honored. So that your difficulty would bring me honor, and I'll be honored through Pharaoh and all his army, through his chariots and his horsemen, in verse 18, so the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord. That's why these people were put in this situation, which that was a question I have. Why does God put his people in this situation consistently throughout the Bible? If it's in Judges, if it's Elijah, if it's David and Goliath, if it's on a boat at its storm at sea, you can go on and on and on, can't you? That God puts his people in very difficult situations. We cry out, and God says, why are you crying out? You're exactly where I want you to be because I'm going to be honored through this situation. And it's often how many times we try to get out of those situations that God actually has us in that place, because when he delivers, who gets the honor? He does. And, you know, as a staff, we keep a lot of things behind closed doors. Most of the problems that go on here, you never know about. Most of the problems these guys face, you'll never hear. They take care of them, and they have a lot of struggles behind the scenes. And let me be honest with you, we're probably going to have some difficulties coming up this year. I hope you don't ever know about them. But there are some difficult decisions that I'm going to have to make this year, that some of the staff's going to have to make this year. Not only that, there's another church work that's come to our doorstep that I've been telling you about that is in the works. But it's just what God told Moses. We get in these situations and we think we can't do anymore. We can't take anymore. We cannot take on another work. We can't do that. Things are piling up on me. Say personally to these guys, how much more can I take? And you know what God told Moses? As for you, you just keep going forward. As for me, I'm going to make it even harder for you. So that when this succeeds, I will get the glory. That is what the crossing of the Red Sea is really about. So when we come to the Lord's Supper this morning, that's what I want you to keep in mind. I want you to keep in mind that this coming year, there may be some difficulties that come our way. There may be some things that God sends our way that we look and say, we are trapped. There's no way we can do that. Remember what God told Moses, as for you, you go forward. As for me, I'm going to make it difficult, but you're going to make it. But I'm going to get honor and glory out of that. One thing that got the children of Israel in trouble was what? Their complaining. It was their complaining. And let me give you a pat on the back. Can I do that? I love you, church, because I just don't hear much complaining. I'm not saying that it's too cold in here. That's not the kind of stuff I'm talking about, or it's too hot. I'm talking about our church is not a complaining church. You're always eager to jump on any project that comes our way. The door opens. You're always eager to go through it. That gives me confidence in you. And there's one thing that we have to have. We have to have faith in one another. If we have faith in God, we will have, if we all have faith in God, we will have faith in one another. And when we have faith in one another, that is when we can move forward. So deacons, if you would come to the table. And those of you who are church members,